I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Khan?
Here.
Trustee Minks? Trustee Sheba?
Here.
Trustee Phil?
Here.
Trustee Travis? Trustee Whitko?
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. I need an approval of our minutes of our regular meeting of December 12th, 2022.
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of December 12th, 2022.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Phil. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Special reports, there are none. Public hearings, there are none. Plan Commission reports for PC 22-13. I'm going to call Zoe Hydor down for her presentation.
Good evening, Mayor and trustees. It's my pleasure to introduce Plan Commission Case PC 2213, which will be introduced by Trustee Whitko under Ordinance 2302 for a first reading tonight. This is a request for approval of a preliminary plat of subdivision and plan unit development to authorize the construction of 6 detached single-family homes with accessory accessway, parking, and landscape areas at 9312 Shermer Road, which is a 1.6-acre property currently vacant. On October 3rd, the Appearance Commission recommended approval of the application with conditions, and on October 6th, the Traffic Safety Commission recommended approval with comments. However, due to concerns with the density, housing uniformity, parking, and stormwater management, the Plan Commission unanimously recommended to deny the application on October 17th. The developer modified the site plan to respond to comments issued by the commissions, and on November 14th, the Village Board voted to remand the case back to the Plan Commission for reconsideration. On December 19th, the applicant reappeared before the Plan Commission to present revised plans reducing the unit count to 6 units and providing more developed stormwater detention plans. Based on the revised plans, the Plan Commission voted unanimously to recommend approval of the project. The developer, Tony Varda, is here this evening along with his architect. If you have any questions for him, I'd also be happy to answer any questions. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions from the board?
I just have a comment.
Trustee Phil?
I'd like to thank the Planning and Zoning Commission for holding a really outstanding meeting. I think they did the right thing by bringing down the from 8 to 6 houses. The plan looks so much nicer, and I think the sales will go much faster with 6 rather than 8. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate the modification. Thank you. Thank you, Zoe. Residents' comments on agenda items only. Residents' comments, agenda items only. Hearing none. President's report. Just a few, I don't want to say housekeeping because that would belittle these, but don't forget the conflict in the Ukraine, as I mention every meeting. It's very distressing. Obviously, our hearts and our thoughts are with the Ukrainian people. I do want to wish everybody a happy new year. We had a great 2022 here in Morton Grove. I know we'll have a productive, healthy, safe, and prosperous 2023. There are a lot of great things coming to Morton Grove. A lot of the work that's been put in over the last couple of years is you'll see that come to fruition this year. So we're excited about 2022. Holiday lighting, recycling. The Village of Morton Grove offers holiday light recycling all the way through February 1st. A holiday light recycle bin is located in the lobby here at Village Hall. Discarded lights will be recycled through the Solid Waste Agency of Northern Cook County and as well as Elgin Recycling. All holiday string lights are accepted through this free program. Garlands, live greens, wreaths, and other decorations attached to lights will not be accepted. For more information, you can visit elginrecycling.com or call 847-448-4311. I have no other business. Clerk's report.
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Staff reports, Village Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hopefully this is on. Thank you. On my report, I do have a resolution and an ordinance. I'll start with the resolution and would ask the board for approval of this resolution once presented. The ordinance will come before you, but this the ordinance is a first read for the ordinance, and the second read will occur in January 24th of this month. So Resolution 23-01, approving an economic incentive and tax increment allocation, financing, development, and sales tax sharing agreement by and among the Village of Morton Grove, 100 West Golf LLC, and Castle Motor Sales Incorporated DBA Napleton Honda of Morton Grove. This resolution would be to approve an economic incentive and tax increment allocation, financing development, and sales tax sharing agreement by and among the Village of Morton Grove and Castle Motor Sales Incorporated. The financial impact of this is over the next 10 years, Napleton will receive up to $500,000 in sales tax generated from the business over and above the $510,000 in annual sales tax currently paid to the village adjusted by inflation. It will also receive up to $3,800,000 plus interest at 6% payable from new property taxes paid to the village from the Napleton site. And it's important to realize that no taxpayer dollars support this redevelopment agreement. All funds generated will be within the site of the Napleton development. That is the summary of this, and is before this board. I would like to see a motion and acceptance or a vote or questions.
Can I get a motion for Resolution 23-01?
I'll make the motion to approve Resolution 2301.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Minks, seconded by Trustee Thill. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Khan. Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko. Resolution 23-01 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Staff appreciates it. There's been some hard work to get this development going, and it will be beneficial to the village. In accompanying this is an ordinance. The agenda contained a legislative summary that needed modification and indicates that there is no second read on this, not required. In front of each of the trustees, there is a second read that will be required on this particular ordinance, and that will be on January 24th, 2023. Changed document and corrected document is in front of each board member. I can introduce this. It is accompanying to the redevelopment agreement that was authorized by the resolution, and it authorizes a developer note to 100 West Golf Road, LLC, and Castle Honda Motor Sales, Incorporated, regarding the redevelopment of 8833 Waukegan Road, 6900 Dempster Street, and 8888 North New England Avenue in Morton Grove, Illinois. To authorize a developer note payable to the Stephen Napleton Automotive Group pursuant to an economic incentive and tax increment allocation financing development and sales tax sharing agreement approved pursuant to Resolution 23-01. Financial impact: over the next 20 years, Napleton will receive up to $3,800,000 plus interest at 6% payable from new property tax paid to the village from the Napleton site. And once again, no village taxpayer dollars are associated with this. It all comes from the site itself and its development. No action requested at this time. This will be on a second read on January 24th, 2023. And beyond that, there is no formal report from staff except for Happy New Year and thanks for your support in 2022. We look forward to a prosperous 2023. Thank
Certainly. Thank you very much. Corporation Counsel. Thank you. Reports by Trustee Khan.
No report.
Thank you, Trustee Minks.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have Resolution 2302 this evening, which is authorizing an intergovernmental agreement for participation in the mutual aid box alarm system. Some background on this: the Mutual Aid Box Alarm System, or MABUS, was organized in 1968 in the northwest and western suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, and has grown into a multi-state organization of 2,200 members to coordinate responses to fires, emergency medical calls, hazardous material, technical rescue, and other emergencies and disasters through prearranged mutual aid and dispatch agreements. The system is designed to facilitate all levels of mutual aid from day-to-day automatic aid responses to major incidents and disasters requiring significant deployment of resources. MABUS member units include the gambit from all volunteer fire departments to major cities like Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. All government units who participate in MABUS must sign the same MABUS Master Agreement. The current master agreement was drafted in 1988 and has been updated to address modern conditions, opportunities, and challenges of MABUS and its members. This resolution will adopt and authorize the village president to execute this updated this updated mutual aid box alarm system master agreement as approved by the MABUS Executive Board on October 19th, 2022. I move that we approve Resolution 2302.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Travis. Any discussions, questions, clarifications? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko? Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 23-02 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That is the end of my report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba? Thank you. Trustee Thill?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a couple of resolutions. I have Resolution 2303. It's to authorize the village administrator to execute a letter of agreement extending the 2021 contract at Mid-American of Wakanda for the 2023 fire hydrant purchasing program. The background is that the village is responsible for maintaining its water distribution system, including 1,170 fire hydrants, running at peak performance for the optimal fire protection throughout the village. Over the last 8 years, availability and the cost of these parts is harder to repair than the older hydrants, some dating back as far as 1928. As such, the village has implemented an annual fire hydrant replacement program. In 2021, pursuant to Resolution 2108 approved by the Village Board on February 8, 2021, the village is entering into a contract with Mid-American Water of Wakanda, Illinois, to purchase 50 fire hydrants at the cost of $2,668 per hydrant, for a total of $133,400. This contract has also gave the village the right to renew this contract for the next 2 years, additional fiscal years, at the same price and at the same terms and conditions. Mid-American has agreed to extend the existing price and the terms for the 2023 for the purchase of 30 fire hydrants. This resolution will be authorize this purchase. There's some people that wonder what we as a village do. But the money that we pay goes into the ground for infrastructure, that some people don't understand what other costs that the village gets occurred. And there's some people that question what the village does. This is a total of over $1 million contract. And I'm not going to keep going on that. So I'm
Making a motion.
making a motion for Resolution 2303.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Minks. Any discussion, question, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko? Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Resolution 23-03 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have Resolution 2304. It's authorizing participation in the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaborative and authorizing the village administrator to approve a contract for electricity for the village's own buildings, facilities, and infrastructure. I move we accept Resolution 2304.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Minks. Any discussion, question, clarification on resolution 2304? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Resolution 23-04 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
End my report.
Thank you, Trustee Dill. Trustee Travis?
No report, Your Honor. Thank you.
Trustee Whitko?
Thank you, Your Honor. Tonight I have ordinance 23-02 approving a preliminary plat of subdivision and a planned unit development special use permit for a 6-unit detached single-family residential development on property commonly known as 9312 Shermer Road in Morton Grove, Illinois. The details were presented earlier by Zoe, and this is the first reading. That's the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Any other business brought before the board tonight? Presentations of warrants.
I like to present two warrants here. One is dated for December 26, 2022 for the amount of $706,946.74, and I would like to make a motion to approve this.
Motion made by Trustee Khan, seconded by Trustee Minks for the warrants of December 26, 2022. Any questions, discussion, clarification? Corrections? Hearing none. Please call vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
Aye.
The warrants from December 26, 2022 pass 6-0 as presented, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Now I have a second warrant for January 10, 2023 in the amount of $549,205.91, and I make a motion to approve this warrant as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Khan, seconded by Trustee Whitko. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
The January 10th, 2023 warrants pass 6-0 as presented, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Residents' comments on non-agenda items. David King. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor and trustees, my name is Dave King, and I've lived in the village for 35 years. I'm here to speak about the recreational cannabis store at Sawmill Station, or what's planned to be that store right now. This afternoon, I sent all of you a letter with some medical articles about the dangers of recreational marijuana. These articles are from places like the CDC, substance abuse centers, and others. 2 years ago, I sent a similar letter with articles about the dangers of marijuana from places like Harvard and Northwestern Medicine. I urge you to read the letter I sent today and the articles that are attached. What prompted me to write the letter was an article I read in last week's Champion that talked about plans for the year, about the hope to put in this cannabis dispensary store. I was troubled by the following language in the article. Quote, in contrast to nearby suburbs where the arrival of adult-use cannabis dispensaries has elicited intense debate and some pushback, the village administrator said, Morton Grove's process has been straightforward. People understand that that's the way the world is right now, he said. In fact, he continued, it came in Skokie and it came in Niles, and actually some residents came to us and said, why don't we have one? I am not one of those residents. I am one resident who has voiced strong opposition to the recreational marijuana store. And we're talking about recreational marijuana, not medicinal marijuana. I have not taken any polls, but I believe there are many residents in Morton Grove, particularly parents, that are opposed to the presence of a recreational store for marijuana. The village administrator cited to Niles and Skokie that have approved stores. I think those are maybe up and running, obviously. But there's other neighboring communities that have not approved that, like Glenview. And regardless of what other communities do, we live in Morton Grove. This is our town. And while some may think that that's the way the world is now, well, hey, look at all this cannabis, it's okay. I don't see it that way. I see where we have to be attuned to the dangers of recreational cannabis. And that's why I put that in my letter today. There are so many dangers, from neurocognitive behavior, impaired driving. There are so many bad things about recreational marijuana. Lung health, it's terrible for lung health. There's secondhand smoke from marijuana, and its THC is terrible. We shouldn't throw in the towel and just say, that's the way the world is. Please review, reconsider, and re-examine the need for the the recreational marijuana store. I don't think that the priority for this year should be to have that store up and running. I think the priority should be, let's say no to recreational marijuana stores. That would be a better priority for the village and one that best serves the health and welfare of the people of this great village. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. And we are in receipt of the letter, David. Bill Page, did you still want to, Ralph will get you these answers too, Bill, as well, if you just want to make them public comment, but Ralph will address these for you.
And that's the first part of my public comment. I want to thank Ralph and John and Zoe for the explanations they've given us already tonight, because it's really helpful to hear them. A couple of specific questions about the Napleton Honda deal. Developer note, what does that really mean? And if the numbers that you presented about taxes, doesn't that mean they're getting a tax break? And if it does, don't we, the taxpayers, make up for it? I know you'll have answers to my questions. I just want to make sure I ask them.
You want me to answer it now?
If you have answers, yeah.
I'll tell you what, why don't we, I have the list of your questions. Why don't, this is going to take a second read. I will reintroduce it at the next meeting, and I'll answer the questions specifically.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend the next meeting.
Give you them in writing, but I can tell you, let's put it this way, but for the village's support, this program and this economic growth will not occur. This process is looking to bring into the village a development of about $18, $19 million, which will go into that site, which will elevate the equalized assessed value of that area. And we're not committing the tax dollars that come from people's property taxes. We are only looking at the tax dollars that they reap in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So the fresh dollars, not hurting the dollars you currently make, but these new dollars will be given back in increment back to the developer and pay off this note.
Mm-hmm.
So without their success, they don't get any money. We have not promised anything from your property taxes or any other property taxes. We have also secured the fact, as we normally do, to cover what is this business currently making us. We're not giving you any of those dollars. We're going to pretend that those dollars stay stagnant, just like we did for Sawmill. Those dollars stay stagnant. We only share new profit. We get some, you get some. So everything in this agreement is fresh dollars to the village and an obligation of the developer to make it work. It's on them to make it work. And if they make it work, they get rewarded by these dollars.
That sounds similar to a TIF in the way it
It is
works.
a TIF. That's what this is. It's in a TIF district.
Are other businesses in Morton Grove eligible for this same sort of program?
That's a wide open question.
I
They are
know.
eligible for those type of situations if they come in and it proves to be beneficial to the village for the long term. We always have to be taking a look at the long term for the village, making sure we solve these questions, not just for today. We have to protect today, but we have to plan for the future. So if another business comes in and we have other open sites, just like Sawmill's an open site, we will look at redevelopment agreements. And if the developer pays more than we pay in, and it reaps more benefits to us, we will analyze it. And it's not a situation where we analyze it on our dime. We require them to pay for our professional analysts, and they reimburse those analysts. Many times people come in to do a development and they want us to analyze it, and then when it's all over, they stop and walk away. And everyone's residential tax dollars have paid for that analysis. We don't ride that bus. We make sure they pay for the analysis, they put the money up front, and they prove to us and our professional consultants that it's right. This process has been in place, I don't know how long we've been working on this one, 9 months? We've been working on this for a long time, heavy negotiations, and we think it is a good thing for the village today, and it's a good thing for the village in the future, to brighten up, continue to brighten up that corner. I don't know if I've answered your question specifically.
Some of
but
them,
I think
yes.
I've answered them generally.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And,
We'll get answers to all of them for you, Bill.
and I'm looking forward to that. Thank
You'll
you.
get them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for asking.
Next up, Rudolph Vilk.
Good evening, everyone. Again, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Rudy.
Good health to you, to your family. Now I want to ask you, why we need to keep it mayor who always talking to me like this? You're not supposed to be say this because I cut your time. You're not supposed to be tell this because it's something like this. It's unbelievable, but he forgot freedom of speech. But I just want to ask you about another question. Somebody listen, Mayor, or not? No, nobody listened him. Why? Easy questions. Blind in office, Teresa Hoffman, Liston, and Ralph. I'm writing down, I'm explain why. Because this is public place, this is not private room. The same. Now it's still the same. For what? Mayor not understand questions? He not read my letters? He cannot understand English language? Teresa Hoffman Liston see me few times. Like usually people respect to each other, say Happy New Year's or hello, Mr. Will. No. Go away. I tell Teresa Hoffman Liston, Happy New Year's. He start talking to phone. Come on. What are you doing? It's kindergarten or adult person? Please, do me a favor. Be adult person. Something I tell you about your job, it's not necessary to personal problem. I'm never talking about personal problem to each of you, but I talking just about job because member of trustee, all of them, except 2 new ones, all of them, all time. Yes, agree. Yes, agree. Yes, agree. Nobody answered to me, Rudy. You liar. Rudy, you know, we give you answer, you're not accepted, but we think it's good. Now, I have meeting with Hannah and Ralph about water system. You remember $1 million, it's saved, and he say it's we need to spend to replace water pipe. And I talking to him, why you make it calculation and not make it correct? Because calculation is supposed to be included repair and keep good condition water pump. He told me it's enough because Hannah make it calculation. First he approved it. Ralph final approved this. Finally, all time, it's not 1 year, it's 20, 40 years ago, look like nobody take care about the system. Now we receive money. We need 1 million because we changed it from Chicago to Evanston, and we need to spend it to replace.
30 seconds,
Not
Rudy.
give decrease price. Even he not listen whatever he say. He say me what everybody, I tell, why I need to pay for 3,000 gallons when I spend it 1,000 gallons? He told me, it's minimum price, minimum to keep water system work in good condition. But many people, more than 1,000 people, pay more than $3,000 because it's spent at more than $3,000.
15 seconds,
It's
Rudy.
extra money for village, and village not take care about system just now. Sorry, I continue next time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion's made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Whitko to adjourn at 7:30 sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.